Hello scrapbookers. I have a fun video for you today. So for this day of my December daily, I was up on the Spiegel Mom Scraps blog, and I thought that this would kind of be a fun page to do. So this is going to be day number 7 in my book and my December daily album. On this day, I took my son to therapy, and then I had about half an hour to kill before I had to go pick him back up. And so I went to Starbucks because I didn't have time to, eat breakfast or drink coffee or anything that morning before we left. And so I kept my bag. I got a morning bun, and then I also got a large, I think that day I got a chestnut praline or something like that. So my idea is that I'm going to do sequins down here, and then I'm going to use my fuse tool, and I'm going to make this a pocket of its own and just fuse it into here. So I think I'm going to do sequins on the bottom, the pocket for just my little, whatever you call these things. I can't even think of what they're called right now. And then I was thinking, I have a photo of the food and everything that I ate. So I'm thinking I'm going to do half a pocket of sequins and then a photo of what I ate and my coffee drinks. So that is my idea for today. I will leave a link below to my blog post. This is probably going to actually go up a day or two later than the blog post went up, but I did want to get on here and show you the process of me making this fun, cute little idea. I've been on Pinterest trying to research and get ideas and be inspired by other people's coffee pages and everything. So this is kind of my idea. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might stick some photos in here of the rest of the day. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll put some other pictures because we did have a lot going on this day. My son had a little school program, Christmas program, so I might glue those pictures over here and just have that be that. But for this video, I'm probably just going to focus on the coffee aspect, and then I might just show you how I incorporated the photos into it. But I am going to get started fast forwarding you. I hope you enjoy this process. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now here you can see that I am starting out by pulling out my fuse tool, and I am going to set that up to not charge, but heat up. Sorry, I kept thinking charge, and I was like, that's not the right word. I also printed off some 2x2 photos on my Canon Selfie. I finally found the layout on my collage app that would print off 2x2 photos. So that made me happy because I kind of played around with it for a bit, and I thought I found it, but I really hadn't, and so I kind of wasted a couple photos, which bothers me because they are kind of expensive. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, so like I said, I made this layout for the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team post, and I will leave a link below to the blog post. And I am super excited. I think this spread, so I'm going to make day 7 be a 2-page spread, and I think it's my favorite of my whole album so far. I have already gone up to day number 16. So out of days 1 through 16, day number 7 is my favorite. Okay, so here I'm just adding 3 different sequin mixes. Whoops, sorry, that was my phone. I'm adding 3 different sequin mixes, and also some of the chunky stars. The 3 mixes that I was using was Holly Berries, I think Evergreen Bough, and Holiday Traditions. I will leave a link below to all of the sequin mixes in the store. Okay, so now you can see here I have quite a few photos besides just the coffee one, and I'm actually going to print off more. So I am going to end up doing a little insert inside the Starbucks bag, and that's going to have some more photos in there as well. I am going to have so much trouble with this fuse. This first time I did it, I didn't really like the shape that I did, and then you're gonna see I totally messed it up here. And I made the top pocket, it was like all crumpled and weird because of the way I held the bag down. So here I'm gonna cut off the side, and I'm gonna put in, pull all of the sequins out and everything and put it in a new pocket page. I am just using some 6x8 pocket pages, and I probably could have salvaged that 6x8 page there, but I just didn't want to mess with it. So here I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, and I don't really like how it turns out. I don't know. Oh, it didn't work. That top part that I was trying to fuse didn't work very well, so I don't like that one. So here you're gonna see I'm actually just gonna rip it open, and I'm gonna try to save this pocket page, so we will see, or the page protector. We'll see if I ever use that one. I don't know if I will. This is third time's a charm. It's not perfect, but I like it the best out of all of them, and so I'm just gonna stick with it. And I kind of do mess up this a little bit there. I think by the time I get done with, because I leave the fuse on. Sorry, I can't think right now. So it's fine right now. Everything looks fine with this page, or with the page protector. But here, I am going to decide to do my photo of my Starbucks breakfast and my coffee from that morning in the middle. So here you can see I am making 3 pockets, and by the time I get to the third pocket, it melts the right where I have the little coffee holder. And what are those things called? Can you guys please tell me, because I am totally drawing a blank. I cannot think for the life of me what the coffee holder thing is called. And I keep asking everybody, and everybody's like, I don't know, I can't remember. So I guess it's not just me. But anyway, so I kind of ruined the page, but at this point I was like, you know what, I don't care. I'm sticking with it. So here I'm just putting some more sequins in each side to the right and the left of the photo. And then I'm going to close up the top all along that, the top of the page protector, and it's going to be too hot by this point, and so it kind of messes up the bag. But I was like, you know what? Oh well. It's not perfect, but I still absolutely love it. So here is that right side spread, which I am super happy with, and I love, love, love. Okay, so now I am going to move on to the Starbucks bag. And my idea here is that on the 2x2 photo layout, when I print, it has like 2, I think these are 1x2s, and so there's one at the top of it and then one at the bottom, and I didn't want to just throw them out or not use a photo there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out, let's see, I'm not even on the right page. So I'm gonna, at first I'm thinking I'm gonna use this red, but that bottom photo is a picture of my son with his classmates, and most of them are wearing red. So they don't really stand out very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change it up, and I'm going to grab a green sheet of Recollections cardstock. Here you can see I did that. And I'm just going to glue down the 2 photos in like a zigzag order. And then I'm also going to glue down that star. And I am just going to glue this little strip right on the front of that bag. And then I'm also going to put my title with the number for the day. Here you can see I'm still kind of trying to play around with that color red. I really wanted the green and red together since the Starbucks logo is green, and then the crafted by hand and heart is red. I kind of wanted to incorporate both of those colors, but I just wasn't, it was too much. I wasn't liking it. So here I'm just going to cut it down. I'm kind of fussing with this a lot. This layout took, oh goodness, I don't even remember how long it took to do this whole spread. The video is going to be like 25 minutes long, I think, like with photos and everything. So I think it probably took me an hour and a half to do this spread. So here you can see I'm picking out some more photos, and I am laying them out in my software, or not my software, my app. And the app that I use, let me look it up, is called Live Collage. And so I just used the 3x4 size to print off 2 more photos. And then I already printed off, and you see it up there next to the Starbucks page with the sequins. It's a picture of my front tire. And that day it was a crazy day. And Wednesdays are always busy. This particular Wednesday was crazy. My kids have therapy in the mornings, and so I always have to drop some kids off at school and drop some off at therapy, and then go back and pick them up at therapy, and then, you know, run all my errands and then go pick them up from school. And then, so it was a crazy day. So here you can see my photos are printed off. So I am going to use these 2 photos, and I'm going to make a little card to slip inside of that Starbucks bag. So here I'm going to start layering and matting these photos, and I'm going to start making that inside bag. So to continue talking about the craziness of this day, so in the morning I did my coffee run, and I had my breakfast there because I was just running so crazy I didn't have time to eat breakfast at home. So luckily I had just a little bit of time before I had to go pick up my kids from therapy. Then also on that coffee bag on the front, the 2 photos, sorry, I cannot think today. I'm sorry, I apologize about that. The 2 photos that I used are the top one that's kind of put off to the left is me doing laundry, and then the bottom one is Tinian with a bunch of his classmates at his program. So now here you can see I'm working on this inside card, and I had this, I think this is a Teresa Collins little album or tag or something, and it's a Christmas themed tag. I really liked the little, I don't even know what, the flourish. And so I'm going to use that as kind of a template. I'm not actually going to use that, but it's going to be my template for the little piece that you can pull out, because I want you to be able to tell that you can pull this little mat out and see the photos inside. So here I'm going to get everything placed down, and then I'm going to start gluing it. And I'm also going to draw this stencil on the back here so that I didn't want to just freehand it, because I knew if I freehanded it, it would turn out awful. But I did do it on the back of the paper so that if I messed up, it wouldn't be crazy bad. So now here I'm just going to cut it out with my scissors. These are my favorite fussy cutting scissors. These ones are from Stampin' Up, but you can also get some from Close to My Heart. And Close to My Heart is my absolute favorite company. I love them. Okay, so now here I'm just cutting out this little flourish, and I love how it turned out. It turned out awesome. I didn't like how you could see the red paper on coming out of the bag there. I wanted it to just be that you could see the tag, or like the flourish part. So I am scooting that down just a little bit, and that worked out perfect. So now here I am going to start gluing down these photos and also the embellishments that I'm going to put on this page. So I just used this joy sticker that is a chipboard sticker, and that is from a Teresa Collins Christmas collection. I think it's called Candy Cane Lane. I was going to use that little like berry bush or whatever that's called, but I decided not to because I have a lot of journaling that I need to do. So I'm just going to write my journaling down. I kind of wish that I would have started over to the left, even though that strip above the photo isn't very big. I kind of wish I would have started writing there, but that's okay. So basically, I just write out, Tinian did so great singing with all the first graders. We had to sit in the very back, so my pictures aren't amazing. We were late because I had a very flat tire. Yikes. So, I kind of had forgotten that I had this photo of my tire being completely flat and like falling off of the rim and everything. And so I had to move the photo up so that I could fit the tire photo there on the right hand side. And that worked out perfect. I'm so glad that I remembered I had that photo in time so that I can include that. So the story behind that is I was driving around all day. Tinian we went and picked up his friend after he went to therapy in the afternoon after school, and his friend came over and played for a couple hours, and then his friend's mom came and picked his friend up. And the next thing that we had was I think it was 6:30. Tinian had his program, his first grade singing Christmas program. And so we go out, and he was supposed to be there at 6:15. That's what it was. He was supposed to be there at 6:15. We were running late. It was already like 6:10, I think. And the school that we were going to was only about like 5 minutes away, maybe 7 minutes away at the most. But we were running late, and we got outside, piled in the car, and I started backing out, and I was like, what is going on with my car? It just wasn't wanting to go. And I was like, oh, it's probably just cold. We didn't warm the car up soon enough. And so I kept backing out, and then I started driving down the street, and I was like, holy crap, no, something is wrong. The tire is flat. It seriously happened like that. Like, oh my gosh, something really is wrong. Oh, duh, my tire is flat. Like, how could I not notice this as I was driving out? Luckily, we were only a couple houses down, so I just turned around, drove back to the house, and we just had to pile into my husband's car, which only seats 4 people, and there's 5 of us. So we were bad, and Tinian just sat in my lap, and I held on to him for dear life, along with our seatbelt. But yeah, so we piled into his car, and we made it to his concert or his Christmas program, but we had to literally sit in the very back. And so my photos just really were not the best, but it's okay. At least I have them. So I'm okay with it. And I know now I'm not working on that little insert, but I did put a star next to the tire photo, and I also put the word wow spelled out with some tile letters. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I am working on the title for the front, and I am going to have it say breakfast, laundry, and a Christmas program. And this is going to take me forever to do, so I'm not going to make you sit through all of this, but I really absolutely love how this turned out, and I had so much fun making this spread. I hope that you will come on over to the Spiegel Mom Scraps blog just to kind of check out some more information on it, and I will have photos at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you are enjoying seeing my December daily process videos. I will be back soon with some more. Have a great day. Bye.